shout, they hit scene, but I can't hear when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in her. Eating blood across it where the blood dinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number one. Number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens.
Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
20-yard line.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after it.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
They go play action with Jackson. And going deep downfield for Boykin. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long. Jackson from the shotgun. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on third down.
So on fourth down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Back deep is Tavon Austin. Fielded at about the 28. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over first and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Shit. Teammate. Check 31, check. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. A nice opening right away as he'll maneuver his way up to the 32-yard line. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Brings up 3rd and 2. Rodgers
looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on 4th down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on 4th down here early in the game.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line.
Well, I tell you, you can't fault the pass protection here. He had all day to throw, and he just couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. And quarterbacks will tell you that after a while, they start getting antsy back there. So this is just a great job defensively to stay with these receivers as long as they did.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Kenny Clark busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
2nd down.
Play action. Now Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, the last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Floating one, incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Pernell McPhee, always a threat to find the QB, and he gets to him there. So on now for the Packers is their all-time leading scorer, Mason Crosby. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. The drive starts with a completion left side. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Ravens.
Here's Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 3-0 after one on EA Sports.
Ravens, nothing.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Brings up 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he will have a Ravens first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. They go play action now. Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson, and his throw's going to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Kenny Clark able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays. But you also have to have good feel as well, because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get into the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
2nd and 5.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Rodgers gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. It'll be a gain of 4, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing, but in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Pernell McPhee picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Are we on the same page here, partner? Because I think they have the right idea. Just take what you can get on 3rd and forever.
Yeah, in real life, I'd say yes. It's just these video games are tempting. You want to go downfield with it.
I like the way you've evolved. You know, you've learned how to play it the Madden way.
So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. We'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
He gets this underneath to Dobbins, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. Operating from the gun, Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. Jackson to Boykin, first down, Baltimore.
Ravens.
From the gun, Jackson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Play action. It's Jackson. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one covers 29 yards. First down. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their own 16. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Flush to his right, and they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I have to think a major focus at a halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And Adams has it complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Rodgers now on 1st down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jones. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Again, it's Jones. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially that first half.
Yeah, but I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
2nd and 9.
On 2nd down, it's Jones, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And 12.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this 1st down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he will have a Ravens 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 11 yards there. 1st down. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Big Kenny Clark that time, pushing upfield to make the tackle for loss. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. Now, this series could very well determine our outcome. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there at 22. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down.
Second down and 10.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. To throw again. Rodgers. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
To throw on 3rd down. Rodgers. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Malik Harrison drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. So the failure to convert no doubt really hurts. But this one's not over. A good chunk of time on the clock and the timeouts.
Yeah, not only do they have the timeouts, as you just noted, they're going to get an extra one with the 2-minute warning. And that's going to help in big ways. So in a sense, they have 4 timeouts in their pocket. The big thing, stopping them on defense now. They can't let them get a first down and make them.
The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Jackson. They'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he's taken down inside the 30. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins. And a nice pickup there as he'll get about 9, and that will lead us to a stoppage here at the 2-minute warning. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks. And now here's a tackle behind the line.
2nd and 12, and you have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And this one hauled in by Tavon Austin. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 36. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash, this from 53. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you can win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you said baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time, and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that, and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone, from Lambeau. It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the New Orleans Saints. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Play action. Now Jackson sliding out of the pocket. He'll run it. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. They go play action with Jackson. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it, and he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know it's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time. And I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do, but when you have to think about your assignments against him, it often slows down your feet. You don't move as fast. You've got to be prepared for this guy every step of the way and then try and match his athleticism.
Here we go. Mark 56.
And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. This is Harris. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10.
29-yard line.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. He'll throw from the gun. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
10 yards on the
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on 1st down for a nice chunk of yardage, came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Now on 2nd and 16. Breeze. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
To Alvin Kamara.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Back to the ground. It's Kamara. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Malik Harrison on the tackle.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a game, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
So 1st and goal from the 9-yard line.
Shotgun now for Breeze. And he's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. It's Breeze getting it into the hands of Traquan Smith. And the Saints have taken the early lead. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And this carries into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general.
Oh, wide open, complete. The 20. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
7, Ravens nothing.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Jackson will keep it, and he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from a yard out, and the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with a touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
At the 23-yard line.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. To throw, it's Breeze. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And this will wind up a Saints first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
And the Saints first down.
From the gun, it's Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Kamara.
Breeze pass.
5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a second down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Breeze's throw going to be caught by Sanders. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Gain of 2 yards.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Breeze going to try and throw on third down. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Zach Bond there on the tackle.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A really nice gain of 25 yards. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
19-yard line.
Craig Robertson in on the stop. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cameron Jordan. What a play by him. That's a loss of 17.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Play action. It's Jackson. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th.
Lattimore there defensively.
So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Here's Dobbins. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
The ball carrier.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Nick Boyle, as the first half is winding down, and the Ravens have taken the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. The final shot before half for Breeze. Smith catches left side. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up first and 10. And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. But it's caught on the right side, it's Smith. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed, trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Patrick Queen.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fielded in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
And this will wind up a Saints first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
On first and 10, here's Breeze. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
And the Saints first down.
From midfield, here's Breeze. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Breeze.
It's a gain of 5, and it'll bring up a second down.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
From the gun on third down, Breeze. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on third down.
Saints.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. Here's Breeze to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. To throw is Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They'll run here with Dobbins. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
They'll take over.
That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Breeze here finding Kamara. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now Breeze finding Kamara. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll be third down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Breeze going to go on 4th down. Open man is Michael Thomas.
Complete.
The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
Saints, first down.
On first down, Breeze. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
Breeze.
It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it's a second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 36-yard line.
Breeze to throw again. Left side here to Sanders. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 20-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Breeze on the draw, gives to Kamara. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And the Saints are going to be looking at a 1st and goal as he's out of bounds at the 3-yard line.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a 1st down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. The throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Breeze going to throw. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And that's caught by Smith. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. Thomas, the lone receiver, left. 1 final try here for Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you said baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time, and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that, and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.